All right, let's look at what it's like to drive in Hong Kong. What do you say? Yep.
Speed trap reported ahead.
As you can see out here in the new territories area, the freeways are kind of nice. Wide, 4 lanes, pretty open. You drive on Hong Kong Island, forget about it. Now, this area we're in right now is like Tai Po Science Park area off what's called the New Territory Circular Highway 9, if you will. double-decker buses. Lots of little what they call light LGV, light goods vehicles. LGVs or lorries is what they call them here. Basically, that's how things get between 2 points. Sort of like the trucks and the big semis in America and Canada. That's what they are here, except they're smaller. And then you'll see up here, the bigger stuff goes in container. That's a 40-foot container mounted on a flatbed, put in there by a hoist crane. And like all over the place, they got speed traps, but they let you know where they are and whatnot. I'm not speeding at all, so. Which you can probably tell with all the people passing me on the left. Actually, unlike in the US, it's like illegal to drive long periods of time in the far right-hand lane, which would be the far left-hand lane in the US. So you have to get over here just to make sure you're not a violator. Last thing I want to do is be a violator.
Speed trap reported ahead.
In a taxi, it's kind of funny. They'll gun it like crazy in between these speed traps and slow down when you're in it as you approach one. Like, you know, here the speed limit just went from 100 kilometers per hour down to 80. Roughly somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 60 mile an hour. Around 100 is like 60, 65. And around 90 is about 60, and around 80 is like 55, 50. Coming up here on the right, you'll see this big mountain that we're about to pass. It's got the high tension, high electrical wires. They just built a tunnel through this thing going into China. So it's called the Longshan Tunnel, or Longshan Soidao, as they call it here. Soidao meaning tunnel. It's not open yet, but it shall open soon. It's at any time in the spring. And the spring is here. This is March 26th, I guess? Yeah. coming up on the town known as Shongshui.
Speed trap reported ahead.
Okay. Right. Cruise back over here into the middle lane to avoid being a fast lane hogger. As we drive through this area here, we're sort of on the right hand, about 2 miles over is the city of Shenzhen, China. We're like parallel to it as we drive through here. This is like the big country area of Hong Kong out here, up against one of the big megapolises of China. See a lot of rural area and villages and whatnot. Not a lot of skyscrapers, but there are on the other side in Shenzhen, and here's where you actually mosey on over to Shenzhen, just on the other side of those hills to the right.
In 7.2 kilometers, Stay to the left, Route 9 Yuen Long.